Hello, this is Laura Duval in the Instructional Design Department. We are continuing our series for OneNote 2016 How-Tos. This will be video 4 and we will be looking at the History, Review, and View tab. Let's begin. As we have been doing in prior videos, we will click the plus sign to create a new section. We will left click. Video 4 is what this will be called. And we will be continuing with features. For this particular video, we will begin with the History tab. You have some options on here for mark as read or unread in your notebooks. And as soon as I click that as mark as unread, it highlights in green, showing that this is unread in this notebook. You can look at recent edits. It does show you today, since yesterday, in the last 7, 14, or 30 days, in the last 3 months or the last 6 months. You can find by author by left clicking. I am the only author for this notebook, so my name appears. I will click the X to close that. You can look at page versions. You can look at the notebook recycle bin also, or you can empty the recycle bin. Let's click on the Review tab. The Review tab contains a spell checker, a research option, a thesaurus. It does have a language feature and a translator. You can password protect your notebook. You can link in other items to your notes by linking in items that might be a Microsoft Word document. You might want a PowerPoint that you want linked in to your notebook, maybe an Excel spreadsheet. Let's pay particular close attention to the translate. This is a very unique feature regarding OneNote. What I'm going to do is, let's assume that I am a Spanish instructor and I'm going to make up something in my portfolio. I'm going to say, my name is Laura Duval. I teach Spanish 1. I live in Morristown, Tennessee. Now, what I want to do with this section is I'm going to highlight what I just typed. I'm going to left click on the translate drop down. I'm going to choose translate selected text with a left click. It's going to ask me if I want to proceed by going to Microsoft or a third-party translation service vendor or provider. I'm going to say yes. It will pull up my translation pieces here. I want to translate this word or sentence from English into, we said, Spanish. So I will go down until I find Spanish. I do want to look at it to make sure that is what I want. I want to translate from English to Spanish. I'm going to click Insert. And I go back over to my text. You can now see that my English text has now been translated into Spanish. So that is a nice feature if you want to use translation. Let's go to the third and final tab called View. It does give you some features of normal page view, which is the default view option in OneNote. And let's left click on the view full page view to see what changes. You can see it just broadens or expands your notebook page, and you can see at the top there's 3 dots. You can see that the features are still there, and to bring it back to normal view, you just simply go to the right hand section and click the double-headed arrow, left click, and it will take you back to the standard view. You can dock to the desktop. This is a handy feature if you're working over here in something else. Like say, for example, you may be working in a Microsoft Word document or Microsoft Excel, and you can leave this open and be working in the other application to keep your notes going, so it does not knock you out of taking your notes. So you can work in both applications at one time. You can change the page color of your notes. You can change the lining. You can add lines to your notes. You can hide a page title. You can change the paper size. You can zoom out of your notebook. You can zoom in if you want to make the text very large, and if you want to bring that back to the normal size, you can simply left click on the 100 and it does bring it back to the size that you originally had. Couple of other features, not sure most people would be using those. You can do new windows. That just opens up a second window for your document, so you can work in different places at the same time. You might want a new docked window, or you might want to add a new quick note. Just some very basic and standard things on the View tab like you would typically encounter in Microsoft Word. Thank you for watching these videos. I will, as usual, provide my contact information at the end. Thank you.